The book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us his truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19 through 21, is that we're coming in a time where you have to have a mindset that you're willing to lose everything, okay? Regardless of how it was lost from you. Now it's time to apply these scriptures. Because as you see in front of my screen, in front of your screen as well, you already have here in Babylon the Great, individuals getting robbed for their gas. You also have in Babylon the Great, young purge babies carjacking, all right, people's vehicles. And so that's why I brought out the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19 through 21. I'm going to read it again. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Right. And if you've been teaching this word on the highways and byways, right, for a couple of years or for a couple of decades, all right, this should already be programmed in your mind. 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Right. Because our mind should be on the kingdom of heaven. That's where our treasure is at, right? 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Right. According to the scriptures, we as Israelites, we're going to be kings and priests. We're going to be the head, and our enemies are going to be the tail. We're going to be the lender. They're going to be the borrower. So while we wait on the Lord, all right, hey, if someone does come and steals your car or breaks into your home, for that short period of time, it may suck. You might have a grunt. You may be like, say the F word, fuck. But your mind should already be on point with the scriptures, on point with the words of the Lord. Like, hey, this place is going to be destroyed with missiles anyway. This is temporary, okay? I know I'm in captivity, all right? It is what it is. And this is the Lord testing me, just like he tested Job. So let's read the book of Job. Because we're coming into a time, brothers and sisters, all right, where, hey, certain of us are going to be tested where you might have someone carjack you. Someone put a pistol to your head and say, give me what you got. Someone break into your home, all right? And this is the Lord's test. It happened to our ancestors, like Job. It could happen again, and it will to certain brothers. And you have to have your mind on the kingdom of heaven, not on this temporary earth, okay? This temporary kingdom, because this kingdom is about to be taken out of power. Esau, Edom's kingdom about to be taken out of power. Job 1 and 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. Right, and Satan, all right, is working for the Lord. The spiritual counterpart of Satan, he's working for the Lord, okay? He's employed by the Lord, all right, for you plantation Christians out there. 7, and the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. Right, so what's Satan's job? To go out and do what he does, all right? Spread nothing but deception, all right? Deceive, pretty much do everything opposite than what the Lord, okay, wants us as Israelites, all right, to be, which is righteous, which is holy, all right? So Satan's job is to do the opposite of that, all right? Because we know we're supposed to be, okay, following the law, statutes, and commandments, all right? Keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, all right? Be holy, be separate from this carnal world, all right? That's what we're striving for. And Satan's job is to push opposite of that. All right. 8, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil. Right. He departs from evil. He doesn't partake in it. He turns away from it. Okay. And this is the Lord pretty much setting up for the lack of better words, a bet, all right, with Satan. 9, then Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear God for naught? Now, when you go into the NLT version of this, it says, Satan replied to the Lord, yes, but Job has good reason to fear God. Right. Yes, but Job has good reason to fear God. Okay, let's go to the NIV. Does Job fear God for nothing? Okay, so what does that mean? All right, the reason why Job fears God, because he doesn't, that's what Satan's saying. The reason why he fears you, because there's a reasoning behind he fearing you. All right, he doesn't want, and Satan was implying about his substances, right? And the Lord knew that, because, hey, the Lord knows everything. 10, hast not thou made an hedge about him, about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. You see? So Satan moves carnality. So he's saying, Job, the reason why Job fears you, because you've given him, okay, all these treasures that you can see, that's on earth. All right? Same thing now. There's a lot of brothers that do well. All right? Because, you know, they put their hands to work, and, you know, they're able to have certain things, all right, because of their labor. But check this out. 11, but put forth thy hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. So that was what Satan was saying, like, hey, you take everything from him, and then he's going to curse you. You take his house from him, all right, his cattle, all right, everything that he worked hard for, you take it from him, and he's going to curse thee to thy face. 12, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power, and only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. Right, so the Lord told him, hey, you have the power to take that away from him, but don't hurt him. All right, don't lay a finger on him. Okay? Just take away what he his substance, all right, his riches. 13, and there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. 14, and there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them. 15, and the Sabeans fell upon them and took them away. Yea, They have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Right, so guess what? Job lost his riches, okay, from the Sabians. All right, and I believe the Sabians are these Hamites, okay, if I'm not mistaken, okay? So there you have it, man, and that's coming today. That's going to come even now, all right, even in these times, all right, in these days, all right, where, hey, not only the heathen, but even our own people, because you got a lot of Jakes that live among their own people. Even our own people are going to be, okay, like the Sabians, stealing, all right, taking what you have, what you worked hard for. And you have to have the mindset of like, hey, it is what it is. My treasures are in heaven, okay? 16, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God has fallen from heaven and hath burned up the sheep and the servants and consumed them, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. 17, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away, yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. 18, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wines in their eldest brother's house. 19, and behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. And I am only escaped alone to tell thee. Right? Even you, okay? Some of us may lose our family members, our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers. Okay? The Lord wants to see your integrity. Are you going to fold under pressure? Job 1 verse 20. Then Job arose, rent his mantle, and shaved his head, and fell down upon the ground and worshipped. 21, and said, naked came out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. That's the mindset you have to have in these latter days, man. And that, again, things are going to get bad in Babylon the Great. Certain brothers are going to experience these things. Where will your integrity be at when these days come? All right? See, we're coming in the time where you just, certain brothers are about to be checked because, Jake talk, have can speak with their words and can put a front. But when they're put under the pressure, a lot of Jake are going to fold, and you can't be in that mindset. All right? Because, we were talking about this, but now it's time to apply the scriptures. Okay? Now it's time to apply it. We were talking about this on the highways and byways, that these days are coming. But now it's time to apply the scriptures. All right? You have to have that mindset. Shit, I'm willing to lose it all on this side, even my own life, to get the kingdom of heaven. That's what I want to convey in this lesson. All right? Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Right. And that's where you need to have your mind at, in the kingdom of heaven. Okay. This is temporary. All right. This is temporary. And you have to have your mind to understand that. All right. That, hey, it is what it is. All right. The kingdom of heaven is what I want. I want to be king. All right. And priests. All right. And I want Yahweh Shai to be my king. Okay. And my priest. Okay? I want to be part of that 144,000. That's what the mindset you're supposed to be having. And we've been prophesying that, hey, these days are coming and it's happening. So you shouldn't be surprised if someone breaks into your car, if someone breaks into your house, takes your belongings. So what? Okay? You got to be in the spirit of Job. All right? Again, I want to read that again. This is powerful what Job said. Job 1 and 21, and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. Right. I came into this world with nothing. I'm going to go out of this world with nothing. That's the mindset you have to have. The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Bless the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Period. Last scripture, and I'll close out with this one, Lord willing. All right, this lesson was edifying. I don't want to make it too long. Proverbs 4 verse 23. Keep thy heart with all diligence, For out of it are the issues of life. Now, when you go into the NLT version of it, check this out. Guard your heart above all else. Right? And how do you guard your heart, your mind? With these scriptures. Okay? The words of the Lord. Meditating on the kingdom of heaven. That's the treasure. For it determines the course of your life. Exactly. For it determines the course of your life. Period. So if you have your mind on the kingdom of heaven, all right, then it shouldn't matter if shit goes bad. Because, hey, the Lord is going to test certain of us. All right. And we're being tested every day. All right. But there are going to be certain brothers that the Lord wants to see your integrity. That you might get carjacked. You might have a gun to your face. All right. You might have things stolen from you. Even from your own family member. Your own mother. Your own father. Your own brother. Your own sister. Your own wife. Where your mind's going to be at when that day comes. Okay? So, once again, all right, we have to understand we're coming to these times where, hey, you need to have your mind on the kingdom of heaven. That's where your treasure should be at. All right? This is temporary. We clearly see America's on its way out. We clearly see it's going to get worse from here on out to the nukes drop. All right? So with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. All right. Study. Pray without ceasing. All right, we're entering in. We're gonna on Wednesday night when the sun goes down. We're going into the Pesach. All right, so hey, keep your mind focused, and at the end of the day, you should have your mind already serious and focused to begin with. All right, every day you should be focused. All right, on Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And to the few sisters, also pray for each other. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles, all right? Pray for the apostles, all right? And to the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. And when you pray with your head covered. We're almost out of here. Let's keep going. We're almost out of here. Shalom and Abad Ball. Shalom.